All right, so Metroid Fusion. I decided I really wanted to play through Fusion before the release of Dread, and I could have done so a while back too, when I had more time at certain periods of time. Um, but I really wanted to beat it and then from there go right into Dread. So specifically a week or two before completing it at that time was ideal. But the thing is, once those 2 weeks finally came up, I just life got in the way and I just never got around to it. And then Friday, Dread, or not even that, Thursday night, Dread just came and it's like I was like I could just not I could just not play it and go ahead and go through with Fusion. Um and then from there lead into Dread as originally planned, but I'm just too weak, you know? It's kind of like a comet, or a meteor falling in front of you or something like that nearby. Like, are you just gonna go to the museum and be like, let's go look at all the past meteor and meteorites that have fallen before first, and then go see this one? It's like, no, it's like right there in front of you. It's this amazing, unexpected thing that you just can't ignore while it's right there. So I did boot up Dread. Um, Thursday night, played a little bit, then played quite a bit yesterday, Friday, proper release day. And really, I think even when I was playing it, I was like, this could be story wise. I'm not sure exactly what's true or not because I've also heard things now is Dread the last one story wise for Samus, which is completely possible because unlike Sam Zelda, Mario, those of course with Zelda, it's just a new Link and Zelda and Ganon every time, right? Like it's just this endless cycle of reincarnation or whatever it's supposed to be where they can that's like their scapegoat. Like they can just keep making games and be like, "All right, this takes place another, few hundred or 1,000 years or so after the this game or that game." Like they can just keep making Zelda games for that reason. And Mario is just he's gonna be what is he supposed to be, like 24? He could just be 24 forever, and there is no real story, right? He's just it's just Mario. It's just new stuff keeps happening. Unlike Mega Man, like Mega Man Zero, Mega Man X, those all take place on a timeline. Like the events of previous games do impact and have permanence going forward. So yeah, those are all actually tied together, which is so cool. Um, but they can still fit in things like Mega Man 11 and stuff because I don't know. I haven't actually finished Mega Man 11, but I don't know if story wise if it is a cap as well, like Dread could be. But that's the thing with Metroid and Samus is after so many years of not getting Metroid Dread or whatever it would actually be, the follow up to Fusion, I was just kind of hoping well, if they're so uninspired in terms of ideas or whatever to create new Metroid games, then just release one more and finish her story with it. And they can do that because all these games are really tied together. They take place not too long after each other. Like all the Fusion or the Prime games take place in between Metroid 1 and Metroid 2, I think. So all this stuff is happening really fast in her life. She's experiencing a lot of things, but they are all canon. They all connect to each other. And Fusion left off at an interesting place where she has been genetically altered by the X parasite, and her stuff has happened to her that's changed her forever, biologically and of course event wise in terms of her life. And it's not always been clear where things have been headed. Like there's always been the thing of Metroids specifically, right? The creatures and taking out those because they just pose a huge threat. Like there's no balance there. They're alpha. They're at the top of the food chain, even above us. So of course we're well, they're just gonna wipe out everything, including us. So we got to get rid of them. And they're gonna wipe out even other advanced life forms too. Probably even the Chozo up until Samus Returns, and maybe hints of it in no, because Samus Returns takes place after all the Prime games. But there's evidence of Chozo stuff in the Prime games, and in Samus Returns, we learn about like an offshoot, like a rebellious evil sector. I forget what you call like a group like that of evil Chozo, and we know they've been spread across the galaxy. Like they've been to many planets. They made their mark. They are very very advanced, and were able to do so because they're so advanced. And we now know that there's like an evil sector, and yeah, they could still be out there. And after playing Dread for a little bit, it's that's what we've seen right there at the in the beginning cutscene is some kind of either evil Chozo robot or like an actual living Chozo that attacks Samus. And maybe along with other Chozo, maybe they're alone. I don't know. I didn't beat Dread. Um, they could be there on that planet ZDR, just coming up with evil Chozo plots, not exactly doing peaceful things or whatever the regular Chozo normally do. Um, but yeah, Fusion, it's a game I haven't revisited at all since 2002, 2003 when I first played it, and I was like, 9, 10, 11, not sure exactly, at least 10, I guess. Um, and it just holds such a big place in my gaming heart or in my gaming history. I've held it to such high regard. It was my favorite game of all time until Breath of the Wild came out. Um, and I don't expect it after playing Samus Returns and Dread now for it to just be completely like that memory of it to just totally be like bunk or anything like that, to be proven wrong in a revisit in another playthrough now. um because it's Metroid. Like it's just always been good. So like now I'm not so worried after playing Dread, especially. I think really I wanted to get into Dread. Like if I had finished Fusion before, that would have been great. um and then just got into Dread right after. But while I was playing Dread, I was like, if this is the last game story wise and some stuff goes down, we get some big revelations, would I be interested still in revisiting Fusion afterwards? I was like, I don't think so. And also, I really did want to play Fusion again for the first time in 18, 19 years before going into Dread. And I think I'm going to do that. And I felt really good about doing that after playing Dread a bit, because I also wanted to see that for myself, that Dread really could live up to the hype, that it was up to the standard of the Metroid, name. And it is. It honestly, I mean, I love Fusion, but I don't think it's gonna feel as good as Dread. Like just the controls and controlling Samus and the feel of it all, and her running speed, her jump, like she feels sharp. Like that game, like it just feels great. It's like sublime. Like it's so great to see that from the big dogs, the big three, I guess, with Mario, Zelda, and Metroid. All their Switch releases, what Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, and now Dread, that's the best that controlling those characters and playing those games has ever felt, for me and my experience with them. And I'm like, okay, like I've seen Dread, I know it exists now. I played it, and it also doesn't just exist; it feels, and it's really good. It's beyond just playing well. It like they've added a lot of wrinkles. The Emmy stuff turns out to be real. It turned out to be really cool. It's not just sort of this gimmick or anything. It's actually a really cool element of it, and it actually is pretty spooky, um, which is appropriate for October, spooky month. But yeah, now that I've seen it, it does exist. I have played it, and I will play it. I may even play it multiple times. Hold on a second. Just the air purifier going off right now. Um, yeah, now that I've seen it, and I just feel like confident, like that's gonna be a great ending to sort of potentially a great ending to the Metroid experience, the Metroid saga, maybe just Samus's saga. Who knows? We could jump into somebody else's shoes, but that would be so weird. That's wild. Like imagine the next Mario game, like Mario's just not in it. It's like Luigi or who knows, a new plumber or something like that would be huge, right? Like, and Metroid could end. And honestly, if there's a possibility of it going into hibernation and or experiencing another 20-year hiatus between an entry, I'd rather that they just end the series in my lifetime, so I could see it, and or in the developer's lifetime, right? Who is it? Sakamoto, whatever. Whoever's the director of Dread has been sort of involved with Metroid, apparently, and all the entries in some shape or form for, I think, the whole time. And I mean, they're not getting any younger either, so their vision of Samus and her adventures and where they're gonna go, I want them to be done in his lifetime too. So if Dread really is the last one, I know it. I feel it. Like after playing it for many hours, like 3 or 4 now, um, that they're gonna go out strong. They're gonna go out with a bang, and yeah, I'd rather beat Fusion before that happens than after. Or if it did feel bad and it wasn't like fun at all, I'll be like, well, and it was still the ending. Maybe it's like, well, I'd rather finish off with the memory of Fusion and the feel of that instead. But no, Dread is a, if it is the ending story wise, it's more than worthy of being that. Like it feels so good. But I am interested to see how Fusion holds up. It's just been sitting there in the nostalgia bank of my brain, my memory, and in a high regard, the highest. And I am excited to revisit it. So let's start. Metroid 4. So the reveal trailer for Metroid Dread basically just riffed on this because it's Metroid Fusion, but it is Metroid 4. And in the reveal trailer for Dread, it started off with that Samus drop down, and then it said Metroid 5 just like that. And everybody knew, at least the OG fans, the real fans, they knew that was, regardless if it was Dread anymore or not, that this was the next game. And God, it plays so good. I do want to play Dread, but Fusion more than holds up too, I imagine. I just need Metroid. And I was also wondering, like, what I also, like, playing Dread yesterday, was like, should I go back to Fusion? Can I get burned out? So spooky. Could I get burned out on, like, the Metroid gameplay and formula? And, you know, playing both back to back like that? And I was like, I mean, that's the thing, is I don't want to boot up Metroid Fusion on my GBA or DS Lite because it had all the save slots were taken. Let me see this. All the save slots had been taken because, and honestly, if there was more than 3, they'd all be taken because I just kept replaying Fusion. Mostly because, you know, probably for a good reason. I was 10, 11. I couldn't just buy all the games and be like, alright, I'm finished Metroid, I'm just gonna buy another game. You would be stuck with the 1 or 2 games you got for whatever reason. So I just kept replaying it, but also like showing stuff, man. I just kept replaying it because I loved it, and it's rung true. Like it wasn't just a fluke thing. Metroid's awesome. I love Metroid so much. It's too bad that love has been unrequited for 20 years now. Samus Returns was great. The only gripe with that too, besides the one having only like one melee thing, was that it felt kind of long. Like there was a point where I was like, oh sweet, it's gonna end, and then like there was a new area and it just kept going. I was like, this is a long game, and it ended up being like the same runtime roughly of like Hollow Knight, but Hollow Knight did a better job of, I don't know, maybe it's been a while since I played that too, of like innovating on, or just adding things, progressing things, showing, I don't know what it was, but that game, those 40 hours went by fast. Like that's a great Metroidvania. Probably in any Metroidvania fans, like top 10 at least, like easily. And I was was doing good in this game too by the end of it. In my last 3 save files, they're all like 3-4 hours. I'm sure you could do it even quicker than that, but I was humming through those. I'd been assigned to watch over biologics research team, so I once again found myself on the surface of SR-388. Good pixel work just is timeless. It never ages. Look at this. This is beautiful. And on GBA too. Oh my gosh. And that's the cool thing about Dread is since it's a new planet, it's all new like life forms and enemies. It was there that I was attacked by a life form I had never encountered before. It was only later that I learned the identity of my attacker. The parasitic organism we now know as X. Unaware of my condition, I was returning to the station when disaster struck. Once the X had infested my central nervous system, I lost consciousness and my ship drifted into an asteroid belt. I was wondering that while watching the opening sequence, just cold. I was like, why is she drifting into the meteors? Into the asteroids? And they go over all this in Dread too, but you gotta experience it for yourself. The ship's emergency systems automatically ejected the ship's emergency systems automatically ejected the escape pod before impact. Biologics vessel recovered it and transported me to Galactic Federation HQ. This is the shot in Dread that they showed. I need to read this carefully because I'm still unsure like if it affected only her suit and that's why the suit itself is all like organic during this game in Dread, or if it goes all the way down to her. I think it does. They mention her DNA and stuff. I also never really was sure if the suit could even be removed anymore. And she would have to just like remove the helmet kind of to eat and stuff, or how that all works. How deep does the infection go? The organic components of my power suit. Oh, there it is. That it could not be removed while I was unconscious. Okay, I just forgot that after all these years. Large portions of my suit had to be surgically removed, dramatically altering. Jeez. Well, that's wild because even in Dread, if you die, like her suit still does the thing where it like pops off. And she's in her Zero suit. But this sounds like when you get burned and stuff, like this is just like a permanent grafting. That's the alarming thing though, is why do they have Metroid DNA still? I played Super Metroid this year. And Samus 2. I think in Samus Returns. No, because Super Metroid takes place after, then the baby sacrificed himself. There shouldn't be any more. It seems that the Federation had managed to preserve a cell culture. Oh, there we go. From the last infant Metroid. The baby. The serum was prepared and injected without delay. The X-parasites were immediately and completely destroyed. Metroids really are terrifying, but these X parasites too are. Aw, yeah, baby. As for me, one life ended, yet I survived reborn. There was a cool thing too, because Prime came out the same year, where if you somehow showed your save file for this, I forget, I think you needed the Game Boy player, but if you were able to do that, you could play Prime with the fusion suit. She is Metroid now, right? The Metroid is in her DNA. This has context now. Now that I've played Super Metroid, I played all of them now. Basically every game except Pinball. I owe the Metroid hatchling my life twice over. That was a big hatchling. Soon be arriving at the BSL research station. I must prepare for docking. Look at the colors. Everything just pops. The ship's computer has notified me of our approach to the Biological Space Labs, or BSL, research station. During my surgery, the research team sent the last batch of creatures we captured there, as well as the infected pieces of my power suit. Oh, this explains everything that's gonna happen right now. After regaining consciousness, I learned that an unexplained explosion rocked the station. I wonder what happened. For some reason, this awoke a nameless fear in my heart. She's been through so much. And now I am being sent there to investigate. I imagine what a person like her with her experiences, like being in the normal world, like not life-threatening situations, like how that must feel for her. My mission on the BSL station will be overseen by my new ship's computer. Oh, because we just saw her Super Metroid ship crash. Yeah. Following the commands of this blunt, computerized CO is something I have to bear. Following the commands of this blunt, computerized CO, as it was a condition of my taking the ship. Oh. Yeah, see, the interesting thing was I thought at the end of this game she loses the Adam AI, but it's there in Dread, and his voice is horrible. For someone who dislikes taking orders, this is the second time I found myself having to do so. See, that's interesting. There already was. It makes me recall my other commanding officer. See, that's the thing. So there was story there that they hadn't explained, but they hinted at in this game. So other M was gonna happen. At least the story for that was gonna happen at some point. It's just too bad that the execution, from what I've heard, wasn't up to par. At least storytelling wise. Yeah, because I mean before this we really don't know anything about Adam or her other CO, right? Unless there's like manga at the time or something like that. Little bits of lore in art books. Good pixel art just does not age. It looks... Yeah, I can't get tired of Metroid. I can replay those back to back to back. There's been an explosion in the quarantine bay. The bay currently stores capsules containing recent samples from SR388. Science continues to go where it shouldn't go. Oh, it's Adam. It's Adam. The cause of the explosion is as yet unclear. Investigate, lady. Who would make such a sassy freaking AI? The quarantine bay is here. Move quickly and quietly. See, that's beyond your typical AI, right? Like Siri, like Google Maps, like go left, do and tread so lightly. Like, no, that's not what they do. So this is like advanced AI. Move quickly and quietly. You are still unable to use most of your latent abilities. See, it's also assessing things and analyzing and providing input directly from that. Don't forget that, Samus. And talking directly to her. Stop at the navigation room on the way. Uplink from there. Oh, I can make it go faster. Oh, I keep... Yes. Now, go to the quarantine bay. Oh my god. We can go super short. Let me see. Alright, so... For reasons, not playing with a traditional Nintendo D-pad here. I wish I was. I probably could figure something out. I can't sustain the... I don't know if that's... Should I be able to keep to keep spinning while going left and right? Yeah, I should, huh? See, in Dread, or at least with the joysticks in Dread, it's like you can just move around in the air freely. The controls are crazy, and she's really fast in Dread. She's pretty fast here too. I wonder if let me see. Yep. How do I do? Oh, sure. No. I came in here by accident. All on Game Boy Advance, dude. Let's see if wall jumping's as easy as it is in Dread. I think even in Samus Returns, you would have to press right when you go up against here. So I'm going left. You'd have to press right and bounce off. Yep. But in Dread, you actually need to keep holding left against the direction you're facing, and then press jump, and then she'll just automatically do it, which is easier, way easier. Whereas here, nope, I need to do it. I need to then quickly press the opposite direction and then jump off. Yep. Yeah, so Dread streamlined that a bit. Oh, I guess that is a bit how it is in Dread. I think in Super Metroid, she brings her legs up to like her chest when she shoots down. Here she just kind of keeps them hanging down. Charge? Nope. Alright, Game Boy was A and B button only. Alright, and then... You know, I kind of do like how this is just like... In Dread, L is free lock, so you'll be stuck in place while you look around freely. Which is great, which means you can pinpoint enemies precisely, but also I kind of like just the simplicity of face up automatically while you're running by holding L and then just shoot. You also can look down. So you don't have 360, but I think there is something nice about that simplicity of, again, just 45 degree or straight or up. We'll see. Well, there shouldn't be anything happening yet. Oh man, it's like... I was trying to use the missiles that I don't have. I can't even morph ball? The morph ball comes surprisingly late in Dread. I was like, dang, when am I gonna get this thing? It's so freaking uncomfortable not having it. It's just such a core ability of hers. Like, look at... everything is so beautiful. The pixel work is insane. So much so that it looks perfectly awesome right here on a bigger screen. Let me try to get it. Okay. I remember the screw attack being just a freaking pain. In Super Metroid too, it was. Like, maintaining that, but here too, especially there's a sequence where you really need it. Alright, Adam, speak to me. The quarantine bay, as I had. Like in Dread. Biosigns are confirmed. Be careful. See, that's why nothing else is gonna compare. Metroid has just been ingrained in me as like the spooky franchise since I was little. It's locked. Oh, this is a mess. Quarantine bay. Looks like nothing's being quarantined. Hey, buddy. You're not supposed to break quarantine. So technically she's both X and Metroid? Because of the Metroid she can't handle the cold. Naturally. Oh. I'm missing something. The door's locked, man. What am I supposed to do? Oh. Weird. Well, that's where I came from, though, right? Why can't Metroid crawl? God damn it. Before Emmy, there was the SAX. Where are you? Legit, I was legit scared of the SAX. And more about the idea of them than rather than like... I don't think in this game you get actually like chased, right? Or have to actually outrun and then fight off. Whereas like in Dread, that's what you're doing is... You're getting literally, you walk into the Emmy zone and you get chased around and it's super cool. Oh. No kidding. Imagine if Samus was anti-vax. She would be like, I'm not taking that crap. That's it. Metroid Fusion end. See, it changed your cellular makeup. He's like, now you're hotter than ever. Imagine. In fact, you can now absorb any free-floating X-parasites without a host by merely touching them. So she is still contract, right? I mean, she works with them all the time, but they always have to ping her, hire her. He has a surprising amount of control of the station. Don't you howl. I mean, Adam. The music is surprisingly lively. I figured it would be quieter half the time. X-parasite presence confirmed. she's moving, look at that. She's like, the pixel work is so fantastic. Super missiles. And this? Oh, I'm used to them in Dread being yellow, bro. Come on. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So in most games, when you kill things, you just get energy, right? Like it's just floating energy for this reason or that reason. But in this game, you're literally changing the X back into its natural form and then eating the X, basically. So it's got a little bit more actual logic behind it besides just video game logic, even though missiles are still just floating in the air. I don't know where I'm going. This is how Metroid is, dude. You just wander around. Oh, dude, I forgot about that. Zombies? Oh, how sad. It's the scientist. I need missiles for that. It's surprising how much I remember still, considering how bad my memory is in general. And N. Navigation. How about they send people? You just got a one-man team over here. Freaking Solid Snake style. They can support you with downloadable weapons data. Once you have this data, you'll be able to use missiles. That's right, I say data and data. This will help against some enemies your beam can hurt. Head to the data room for the download. The data room is here. Something else happens up there too, I think, or is it this room next to it? Tell them to send everything. What the hell? Give me all the beams, everything. It's funny how, like, it's a game, but, like, they're also really like, yeah, this is the design of the space station. It's like, really? They're just ladders? Like, that's a ladder right there, right? There's ladders all over the place. People, you still have to climb this. You got scientists, like, hanging off ledges left and right. Metroidvanias are so silly. But that's also another cool thing about Hollow Knight is I think they did a really good job making it feel like not just that computer reminds me of a gruff Federation CO I served under named Adam Malkovich. He called me lady on missions. From anyone else, it would have sounded sarcastic, but Adam made it sound dignified. Out of respect and with some irony, I named the computer after him. Well, if she says it's nothing offensive, then fine. I've never heard it where it sounded like dignified. Or it's like the equivalent of boy. I was listening to a podcast and the guest started calling one of the hosts boy. And the guy's like, this, I really don't like that. It makes me uncomfortable. Come here, boy. Oh, this is the room. This is the room where things happen. I'm just gonna go in here real quick. I don't know. Yeah, this is... That's the thing with Nintendo is they just get the feel and like the physics of things down like from day one, right? Like Metroid. I think I played like a little bit of Metroid 1 and I was like, damn, this shit's ancient. I was like, I think I'll just go and play Zero Mission instead. But the gameplay, the feel is always what comes first, and that's why a game like this is just aged beautifully. Even after playing their most recent entry, it just feels up to par. But Dread just feels just that much more refined and just tight and fluid. It really is fantastic. I mean, story-wise, it could totally just not follow through, but gameplay-wise, it's insane. And if it is the last game, I hope the story kills it, dude. I want to get an item real quick, like a missile or something. Cause in Dread they don't play the theme song for when you pick something up, which is that one. Ding, 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 ding. And I'm not sure if that's how it's always been or if it feels weird because they usually do. Mm-mm. 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 Electrical interference has knocked out the elevators on the main deck. This may be related to the X. I'll work on it. As for you, try to find another way to the target. It's located here. I'm reading huge biosigns, so I hope your missiles work. To reload missiles, you can use a recharge room or absorb a special type of X parasite. You'll see them. Try it out. Lady. And that's the thing too, that's still consistent actually. L is to aim in different directions like in Dread, or Dread like in Fusion, and then this is my missiles. You're all talking to somebody, then all of a sudden their eyes go wide. What are you doing? Oh, I can go in there. Hopefully. Let me try to open it with the missiles. Wait. Here we go. Oh, okay. Oh, breakable blocks. That's a carryover from Super Metroid 2. I'm pretty sure they looked exactly the same as that. That's crazy. I don't remember the enemies just kind of being generated on the spot like that by the X parasites. Yep, the ladders. I remember that. I don't know if Super Metroid had ladders like that. Oh no, it doesn't play the theme song, so that's in line. That makes sense. Come on. And oh, it shows it on the map. It'll put a circle if there's an item in the room. It's a gimme. Unfortunately, it seems like no X-ray visor in Dread, but I kind of forgot immediately after the intro section, but the map, when you pull it up in the menu, portions where there is an item will glow sort of faintly, which is really nice. Especially that added with the percentage record that they keep of how many of the items you've gotten in the area or haven't gotten is gonna make 100%ing that game much easier. Like, I think I wanted to with Super Metroid, but I didn't, even though I felt like I had. I would have really liked having that feature in that game. Or this game. I don't think it's gonna help in any way. Where was it going? I can't. It's interesting how the camera, it doesn't pan over as quickly as... I remember this. Come on. Oh, I don't remember that. Oh, you need to get there. Oh, and they'll keep going back? These guys are making this very annoying. God damn it! Show me your belly, man. Thank goodness. Oh, red? What's that? Why was it came in as red? Why isn't it red anymore? Saber. I might just get my ass handed to me right now. One thing I'm forgetting is whether Ridley is in this game. Actually, I forget what happened to him in Super Metroid. Yeah, because that takes place after Samus Returns. He's in Samus Returns. Such a fantastic sequence, too. might just go ahead and even after I beat this, start over again. I'll play Zero Mission, then Return of Samus, then, hey, what the? Turn around, bro. I have an energy tank already? Oh, yeah. See, the boss battle wasn't over yet. You still had to do this damn thing. Oh, I couldn't that whole time? It had him. Dude, I have no missiles! Oh, come on! See, that's bull! Dang it! And then I get a power. Hey, you get that quick! Alright, thank you. It just felt so uncomfortable not having it for so long in Dread. I finally got it. It's just been tough to stop. Like, I figured it out, or I came to the conclusion pretty early in the playthrough of Dread yesterday. I was like, I'm gonna go back and play Fusion. I'm expecting great things of Dread. It exists, feels great. It's gonna live up, it lives up to the hype. Hopefully story-wise it does something cool and progresses things by a lot, if not brings them to a nice conclusion, but it's been hard to put down. I mean, Metroid games are just like that. Once you start, it's like a snowball, like right from the top. Like you just keep getting things and keep exploring, and now you're like, oh, I can go back to that room or that door I can open now. Let's go over there. Like, it's my jam, dude. This might be my favorite genre. So I should have played more by now, but let me see. Do I get Morph Ball Jump? Oh, no bombs either. See, like, all of the poses, the pixel, just amazing. Even here, like, this seamless transition from hanging to Morph Ball in the situations when you do it is so smooth, and it's the same in Dread. And I was just thinking about it while playing Dread, like, what a crazy idea, right? To be like, oh, instead of having the character crouch, they turn into a ball. Like, which is, it must be a big ball to fit a person inside, but like, that's just one of those great things that helps create an amazing IP, an unforgettable IP. And I got a lot of missiles to start with, huh? Is it 20? Yeah, not bad. Let me see, where do I couldn't go up there to the top. I don't need to save. Nothing can kill me. And Dread is pretty... I still can't get in here. It's pretty generous with the saves. Like, even if you die, usually you don't get sent back to a save. I think the saves are just there for when you close the game entirely and then come back. You'll be sent back to, like, the next room or the previous room you were at. So it's upgraded. It's changed in those kinds of ways. It's as I feared. Wait, why do you fear things? You're just a computer AI. It's as I feared. The breeding environments have been invaded by X-parasites. Meanwhile, I'm like, oops, I guess that means we have to play and go through all these areas. Oh no. Sector 1 shows several abnormalities on biosensors. Sector 1 is a simulation of the SR388 ecosystem. Great! Let's emulate this ecosystem that's filled with all these terrifying creatures and leave them on a ship with us to be living, coexisting. It's like, hey, let's make a wing with just dinosaurs. Like, no, dude. You're deadly. And I've seen or heard the kind of discourse since this release I mean, over the years, just gaming podcasts and stuff, of people not loving Fusion as much as they should. Honestly, they're bad people. Mainly because of the linearity and maybe even just these dialogue pieces with Adam. But I think as a young gamer, right? Again, I was like 9, 10, 11. The linearity maybe helped, you know? It might have been what kept me going in the first playthrough and made it an experience that I wanted to keep playing. And going back to Super Metroid, it wasn't like leaps and bounds. Like, I know Super Metroid is the one that's considered the best. I loved it. It was fun, but I wasn't like, damn, Fusion was such a backstep. Super Metroid is way better. It was like, yeah, this is good, but I think if I went back and played Fusion, my love would be cemented, and so far it has. But Dread, honestly, I don't know. There's something fun so far about the presentation here, like the colors, the way the story's unfolding, my nostalgia, and I don't know, the pacing of things. Like Dread, once it starts, at least so far in my playthrough, you just get some sort of bits with Adam in between like this, but at least right now in this opening sequence, things feel like ever changing and hectic. And I think they keep up like that. No. So I think maybe even though the story's simple, right? We're just stuck on the ship. The storytelling has been, oh yeah, that's right. Because of the linearity, maybe it benefits from that, you know? Like it can keep shoving or including all these story beats and changing the flow of things and keeping things interesting. Because ultimately all the Metroids are going to be consistent and similar on many fronts. Oh god, this is it. There it is, the haunting image. She's decked out like, not even super missiles, like what the hell? They blow up doors entirely? That'd be cool if she had looked up right there, the sprite. See, like you get the message early, really quick, that thing is not to be messed with. And that it's creepy as hell. Yeah, I think if there is a loss of sequence breaking and just overall, I don't even know, openness, it comes at the benefit of the story being a little bit more involved and having a good positive effect on the pacing, which I'll see for myself as this goes on. But I mean, there is definitely a possibility that Dread could take the mantle. It really is that good. But I don't know, nostalgia is so strong. I am just losing it right now. This is so awesome. Unknown agent. Something very powerful. Inhuman. So that's the cool thing too. Again, it's like progressing. The situation is changing still, even though we're past sort of the opening cutscene. And since Samus doesn't really talk too much, you know, having Adam there, I feel like is a benefit in terms of injecting story bits and moving things along. And also his voice isn't super scary like it is in Dread. I like his presence though, is that big orb in the wall. It's just like undulating and stuff. Let's go kick some ass. something too and timeless about the sound design. Yeah, it's already open. Somebody was here. What the hell's that? That's cool. Yeah, I didn't remember that the X would infect things right in front of your face. Can I shoot the X as they're flying? Jesus Christ! And it's all. What the? I wish I could run super fast. I wonder if I'll be able to do that at some point. I don't even need to do that, but who doesn't like wall hopping? It's like my favorite thing about Mario besides the back jump. I just love hopping off them walls. Oh, the vent, yeah. Oh, you can't shoot you have to shoot the middle. Let me see, like, trick him? How do I get him to fall down? Counter his ass right there. Can I just break through his arm barrier thing, his wings with the missile? That'd be more convenient. Yeah, okay, so I just remembered things wrong. I thought the theme song would play every time you picked up an expansion, a missile tank or something. So far so good, dude. These guys are easy. Come down here. Play with mama. How amazing at the time to take an experience that's like on par with Super Metroid with you in your pocket on the go. It wasn't lost on me. I've always loved portable consoles, but I don't think I really understood the scope of what was happening at the time. Do I still need to shoot all the balls? No, they'll show the little circle, right? What's up with that? The doors... It was locked until I did something? The cool thing in Dread is that once you beat an enemy, you don't have to go and get the life energy or the missiles. They come right to you, and I think from like any distance. You could even leave the screen that you killed the enemy on. Whereas in this game, it's the opposite. You have to go and get the X Parasite, which I think is cool. It's fine, but it's really convenient in Dread. Like I said, it's made it hard to put the game down. You're just constantly moving, and she runs like a little bit faster than she is here. And that's just her basic run speed. Oh shoot, those... Oh, just like from... Why are they mimicking? Oh, because of the environment that they mimicked here, right? SR388? Okay, so we're just getting like all the biomes in one place. I never really... Because I hadn't played Super Metroid at the time. I hadn't really understood what it meant when it said they were mimicking all those biomes of that planet in this one Space Lab sector. That's why you see these guys. They're from... See, and that's the threat. That's like the... You have to go and get your health upgrade or your health regen. It's not just gonna come to you, okay, kids? This is how it was back in the day. You had to earn your freaking health regeneration. It's just emergency sound. I like that you can see it in the background, kind of. I would love to play like a pixel game like this and on the 3DS with 3D, like the foreground and the background and stuff. just creating biological forms out of thin air. That's not even affecting anything. That's kind of spooky. I guess they mimic the host and now are just freely roaming. Oh, good job, Sam. Is that you were gonna make that? See, that's the cool thing about Metroid. Is like you feel you can handle most of these enemies with basic armor and stuff. You don't feel lacking of like all the basic functions except like sort of like I think that was something I had a problem with in like Steam World Dig 2. They kind of gated you from like even like basic things. I felt like early on, like the lanterns limit capabilities and like just other things in terms of mobility that were like, I feel like we should just have these. Like I shouldn't have to earn these, you know, hours from the start of the game. Whereas right now I feel capable, but obviously we can't go everywhere and we can't kill every type of enemy, but we're more than able. We're not handicapped too much, which is why not having the morph ball for so long in Dread was so bothering. God damn, they're just coming back. Oh, I gotta collect the parasite and then they won't? Oh crap. Oh, that thing's generating them, huh? Crap. He wasn't even... Look at that, the pixels. I want to do at least one boss battle and then call this session. Jeez! Okay, let me see if my theory's right, that I can make them stop respawning by collecting the parasites. Yeah. They respawn fast, though. Just shows you how dangerous the X-parasites really are. And why their power should just be limited to Samus. She really doesn't even... It's just like, yeah, kill it. Oh, it came back, huh? Jeez! Come on. Wait, can I go through here? Is that a thing? Can I go through here? But the one thing I really did like about Super Metroid that was, I don't think we've seen since then, was the X-ray visor. No more shooting all the walls. You could just like scan the whole room. It felt badass. Luckily in Dread you don't need that. Yeah, they will just keep coming back. What a trip. That's awesome. I could see people thinking why it's annoying or something, but I think it lends to sort of the narrative and the power of the X-parasites. You can grab the ledge. There you go. So I guess in Dread, they changed the design of the suit, but it is still her fusion suit, right? They just decided to take some creative liberty and make it look different. Because otherwise they didn't really explain why it would look different. See that? Just seamless transfer change from human form to morph ball. So awesome. Die. Oh, oh. There we go. What is red? Is it both? Music changed. Something's gonna happen. Oh. Oh, god damn it. What is... Oh. Okay, now I remember this. This is a tough game, man. But also in Dread, like, some of the enemies hit harder than you'd expect. Like, I was like, dang, I'm almost dead. I only got hit, like... Oh, no, I can take it. See how gross it is? You're taking the powers from... Oh, yes. And in Dread, the charge beam charges probably faster than it ever has. Like, this was pretty fast, but, like, it's really fast. Oh, could be the same actually. And now I can spin jump into enemies. There it is. And I think after playing Super Metroid, I'd say that the colors in this game pop a bit more than in Super Metroid. So a little bit of a presentational feather in this game's cap. Another argument as for why it's still the best Metroid. But again, like, I was thinking about it, and it's like, with Dread, like new gamers, people who that's their first, like, maybe console ever, or first Nintendo console, they're getting prime freaking first experiences with all the major franchises. I think they're all gonna be, except F-Zero, but they're getting some lifelong contenders for their favorite games of all time. I mean, first Zelda. My first Zelda was Breath of the Wild. Imagine, my first Mario was Mario Odyssey. My first Metroid was Metroid Dread. They all play perfectly, and it's like, just imagining that those are a young gamer's first experiences with those franchises is insane. Even Get It Together is great. Animal Crossing New Horizons. If it's your first Animal Crossing, I mean, none better to start with. I still love New Leaf because that was my first. But like, yeah, I'm so happy for new gamers experiencing these franchises for the first time with these outings, the best in their entries and their series. Damn, we covered a lot of ground. Same with Dread. The maps are huge, but I'm like freaking breezing through. Again, it's just funny to imagine that this being a real layout for a space station or any abode of any kind of facility. Oh, okay. I was gonna say waiting for them to come down and then get them on the way up would be kind of a pain. Let's just head back, huh? Oh, I can go. No, that's a super missile room. Wait. Did I mess up? Did I miss that whole square right there? There's all kinds of rooms I skipped. Crap. Easy there, Samus. Oh, and they turned into a different enemy? What the hell? That's pretty cool. Let's just go all the way down to the right. Oh, there's a map right there. Go down one more to that other save room. Oh. Ah, damn. We can still get there. Oh, no! Can I still get over to those doors? Whoops. How do I get to this save room right here and that other room? Maybe I'll have to come back later. I don't know. Let me see if I can use this hallway to go to that other big square. I like that the beam itself has changed a little bit too, the look of it. Oh, it's lava. Alright, let's get the hell out of here then. Alrighty, hold on a second. Alright, let's continue. Not sure where my stopping point will be, but since I don't really remember the full sequence of events from this game, really it's like that floating mecha enemy, and like the ending half, like the third act, and like the last few minutes. No, 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 no! Get back over here, you two. No. Not really a big issue, those guys. Wait, what's up with this one? Oh. I want to say Ice Beam, but... That's where I'm at right now in Dread after a few hours. Like, I still have only 2 energy tanks. I have a lot of missiles now, but... This is just a habit. You never know when that Game Boy battery would, or the Game Boy's batteries, it's AA's or whatever. Good news for me. I mean, that's terrible. Oh no. He or it? So I guess he doesn't have like a visual, because then he'd know it's Samus at the very least, or it could be mostly female if it's her biology. TRO. Tropical. See, that's what I like too, is you had such distinct differences between each of the biomes, these sectors. As I listened to the briefing, my thoughts turned to Adam. The real Adam understood me well. He would end orders by saying, "Any objections, lady?" He knew I wouldn't disagree. That was just his way of noting our trust. I wonder if I can trust this computer too. The computer hasn't said that yet, right? But she's saying it's similar. Pretty simple gating method. Just make the door something we can't access. I should be running fast right now. Yeah, I think this is gonna be pretty brisk. We're already in another sector. I guess there's a reason I was able to get through it in like 4 hours, 3-4 hours. At first blush, it's small, but these things always open up. Samus, it's an X mimicking you. I have named it the SAX. Samus X? Samus Aran X. Or is it Aran? I believe the SAX came from the capsule containing your infected suit parts. It used a power bomb to escape the quarantine bay. That explosion breached the capsules containing all the X that started this disaster. But the SAX is definitely our biggest worry right now. It's mimicking you at full power. You can't face it. If you see the SAX, just run. Don't think about fighting. Lady. Oh, I guess he is saying that, huh? Objective, clear. I forgot what the Adams original saying was now. See how bad my memory is? She just said it. I should remember it. The technology. You know, what year is this? I don't know if even the first Metroid like just stated the year outright. I remember these guys being kind of... Oh no, you can just shoot them with the beam. Dang it. I guess, yeah, just regular ass doors are just gray. This you could too. No. No? I keep... Not bad. Oh no. I can walk on these, huh? Oh, what the... I'm gonna charge this sucker up. Oh, that's the problem. I can't get over this. Ah, man. It's right there. Okay, cool. So, at least... Was that missile tank in that one room where it showed the circle, was it visible already? Or... Hopefully other items are noted like that. For when I backtrack to them. Come to mama. Having played Dread, I am trying to like initiate free aiming mode. I don't have bombs yet. I got the bombs in Dread, but I don't have them here. I'm mixing I'm confusing the two experiences together. In this strange fever dream of a weekend. It's just all Metroid all the time. I think I'll stop on the next boss encounter. But man, so I should just replay this thing every year, dude. What have I been doing? I should start putting up some really fast times. I'm getting really good at this. I think I might do that with Dread. It's just so nice having it on Switch. That's what I was hoping for in the last Direct. Was like, with Dread coming out, like, let us play Fusion on Switch, have the GBA titles there, or have a freaking package of some kind, like Zero Mission and Fusion, and Samus Returns. I mean, yeah, Samus Returns didn't really use a lot of touchscreen stuff, right? Look at this cool jungle theme. That's cool. I like that. And I like that the mission feels so, like, impromptu and has evolved into this weird thing. I guess all of them have in some way, where things got out of hand or escalated into something that they weren't expecting, but, like, this one feels like, oh, we should have been, you know, should have been cut and dry from the start, but then... Ooh, am I gonna get something? Map data? That pixel, that chiptune. Is this chiptune technically? I don't know. Oh, that's security clearance? So just blue doors are available now? Oh, I thought it was ice. Do we ever get ice? I don't know. I can't wait to find out. I think Zero Mission came out after this, right? I wonder if the pixel work is the same type. So that means that other sector is open now, the one with the blue door. What's up with this room? It looks empty. But of course. Let's see if we can kill him with the one spin jump. Yeah. You know, they're not showing the circle. But come on. What is this? Oh, right there. Really? Oh, time to shoot the floor. At the ceiling. Come on, there's nothing in here. There's nothing in here. Yeah, right. Maybe I need bombs. Or power bombs were always good at that, of just showing everything hitting in a room. That's definitely one that you fall through. I went everywhere but the target. Right? I've been through here. What happened? Was I... Oh, the security clearance on the door. Oh, it's not enough. Get over here, bro. Oh, it only heals 10? Oh, man. Oh, we're gonna get something. Yes. What was that? Oh, this is us. Oops. One thing I haven't ever tried, I think, let me see. Oh, it won't bump. Yeah, I was gonna see if it would bump her up even in human form, but no. Oh no! What the heck? Yeah, so that's a neat little thing in Dread that kind of keeps you just moving constantly as your item drops from the enemies just following you. No matter how far you are from them, you don't have to go and collect them. But again, I don't mind it here. It fits in line with sort of the story reasoning behind it. Those are just straight up X-parasites coming out of their deceased bodies. Let me see, I can get up there. But why would I come up here? There's gotta be something. Oh. I'll get this. Come on. There we are. Hold on a second. Damn it. Let me see if I could bomb. Oh boy. Oh, that was too soon. I've done this before. Was it too soon at that point? Man, it is a small window. I feel like it changes depending on I think I gotta put it right at the tail end. No. Oh, it wasn't blowing up this block. What the heck? What, I need the high jump? Oh, yeah. That should be a thing in this game. We came in through there, so let's go. Whoops. Can I pull it off? Oh, wow. What? Hold on. Freaking move, bro. What the heck? Okay, well, I don't know how I'm gonna get across right there. Oh. So dumb. Okay, well, let's go. See, this whole section wasn't even on the map at all, but here we are. Oh. Pixel perfect. Oh, we already got leveled up versions. Dang, homie, what the heck? He's all, it's been my life's goal to kill Samus Aran. I think Arain sounds better, Samus Aran. What a crazy name though, right? I wonder where that came from. I've never heard anybody named Samus. Probably, you know, it's surprising that there isn't a Samus out there just in my age group after having had these come out, you know, before my time. Yeah, high jump. There's no way, dude. Wait, what? Is this possible? Could I seriously be stuck here? Oh my gosh, that is not nice. What the heck? Also, oh, it was always 4? I was wondering, because in Dread it's also like that, where you can only lay 4 at a time. Make up bouncing. Isn't it cute how it sounds when it lands on the ground? In Dread, it's like metal. I mean, makes sense. But here it sounds all squishy, soft. Mini, here we go. I think I gotta run fast here. I gotta go fast. Oh man. Yeah. Oh no, maybe not. It looks like a section where I need to run really fast. Interesting. Let me see. It should reveal the true nature of these blocks. Oh, you bastards. No. What's up with that? I guess it was just a little challenge before you head into that room. Oh. I don't remember who the boss in this is. Oh. Oh. Here we go. Something happens here, but it's not happening. That's interesting. Do we have a chase sequence? I don't have gravity. Yeah, I can't do nothing here either. I could probably create platforms out of those guys with an ice beam. Or at least jump higher with the gravity suit. I need high jump already for a lot of these things. Dang it. Ooh, I remember this guy. God damn it. Huh? That's crazy. I totally forgot this element of the enemies just respawning if you fail to collect the X parasites. That's cool. It shows you how vulnerable they are. Imagine, like, you kill the thing it's representing, but then it just flies away and just regenerates into that body or a different body. I remember this section. It's kind of a weird one. Oh, I don't know about that. One of these has to pop. Come on. What? Aw, oh, come on. You gotta let me in. Let me in. What the heck? How many of these does it take to get to the center of this blue guy? Nope, even he can't get in there. What a pain. Ooh, a save room, and then there's another room next to it. No surface is as it seems in the Metroid game. There's always a secret. Oh, I think there's a trap here. No? The floor's not gonna fall right there or right before the energy tank? Is the energy tank doing anything? Oh no. Okay. No. It's just sitting there. Is there any other false bottoms here? There you are. Come on. Open. What the hell was that? Oh, interesting. Oh. Jeez, I had two chances. Oh. Okay, well, that's not going well. There we go. A lot of that, a lot of hopping forward and then hopping back. Well, I guess I could do that, huh? Got an extra tank right before it, too. What are you gonna transform into? Dude, like, all of this is coming back. Wait, great, nothing's breaking through. That would be the moment. Yeah, because otherwise it ain't happening. Uh-oh. Aw, crap! I was facing the wrong way. I don't know, I'm so glad younger me had this as, like, their first 2D Metroid experience, because I didn't have an SNES, and there wasn't anything for N64, right? I had, but... Was there any Metroid on N64? But, like, I don't know, this just... I already love portable gaming so much, and then, like... It's such a fantastically done game, but also it's like... Maybe the linearity helped me get through it at the time. But also, I think it's just... It feels cute, a little bit. Even with the sound effects and, like, even that enemy right now is kind of cute. Oh, wow, 2 in 1! I can jump, too. As a morph ball. We got that high jump exactly when I needed it. Nice. Wait, there's a corner of the room that's still concealed. No! Oh, wait. I can do it. Come on. What? There we go. Dude, there was something up there! Aw, that's bull. I need the screw attack for that. Show me! Oh my... Is there a way I can reach it? No, I can't get back into the wall in time to do another wall skip. Oh man. What do they call it in Mario? Just wall jump. At least I can jump out of here. I think I should go back and play Prime again. That one's been a long time too since I played it. I should have the GameCube. Okay. Oh. There we go. Now you're thinking with... Oh, power bombs. Dang it. Alright, well I could just keep going. I think I don't remember it well enough, but if I play well enough, I'm pretty sure even I can hit it in under 6 hours. But yeah, Metroid Fusion definitely feels great. As great as I remember it. Still holds up. I like the pacing. I think I'm totally fine with the linearity. Honestly, linearity, I don't know why it would be much of an issue. I guess because the first 2 games weren't heavy on, you know, they let you sequence break pretty frequently if you wanted to. But I mean, the thing, I think now I'm realizing the thing for me that I love about Metroid is it is an open world still, even if it is somewhat linear like Fusion. You are seeing more and more of this environment that is one space, right? It's not like a level in Mario where once you finish that, sure, you're in that same world, but like that level is that level. Whereas here you are uncovering a large world and it's seeing it in its scope as it grows. And I don't know, I guess I just like just getting the new power-ups and new weapons, and that like doesn't change whether the game's linear or not, you know. And I guess just anything specific to Metroid in terms of just the feel of it, like they just do so many things right. So many things I guess I just like with these 2D Metroids that even if this game is more linear than Super Metroid or the first Metroid, it's not a drawback for me. So I think that complaint that I've seen thrown around for this is not a thing for me at all. And yeah, there's so much that I love about this game, and it's so good to see that it holds up, and it's gonna be a blast to go through. I'm gonna finish this before Metroid Dread, which could be the conclusion to the series. I've heard conflicting things, so I'm not sure, which is great. Things I've heard by accident. I didn't want to hear these things. I want to go in as blind as possible, but yeah, I'm gonna put Dread on hold, even though I'm having a blast, and go through this and finish it. Yes, we'll stop here for now.